I'm gonna be joining in with my ex-roommate. Back in 2019, he was my roommate. His name is Sabyasachi Mitra, and I met him in July of 2018. And he's in Pune currently right now, and I'm in my hometown Raipur. And he's from Kolkata. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So Sabyasachi to introduce himself.
So hey guys, hey guys. As you can tell, I'm a Bengali, and yes, I don't like fish. So, there are Bengalis who don't like fish. So basically, I still remember very day like we met. So when I started like when I had the first conversation with him, I too felt this kind of order. You can say that okay, this is the guy you can hang out with. This is the guy you can share your feelings with, and I felt like he was kind of the first friend like whom I felt like I could communicate with on a long term basis during my 3 years of study in BSc, because it's just not it's very hard finding the uh, appropriate friend, you can say, according to your according to what you feel like suits you better. So at that point I felt, yeah, that was the Rishabh is that guy. I just wanted to ask Rishabh, like, is there any specific moment that he like has like during his college life, like what that would be?
It was
Yeah, yeah,
3 a.m. in the morning, and he was not my roommate at that point, but we were
yeah.
like good friends.
Good friend, yeah, very good
Yeah,
friend, yeah,
and we had a thing for photography, and I was
yeah,
like, we gotta do some light photography, and it's nighttime,
yeah,
it's gonna be late.
yeah.
So I had a friend who was filthy rich, okay, literally filthy rich, and he was like, Rishabh, here's the vehicle key, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can even ask for the money for the petrol, and he was fine with it. So basically,
I
I took his
remember.
vehicle, and we went out, and the excuse we gave
I, I
was that
I
his,
remember the excuse.
yeah,
The thing was that the excuse we gave was that my roommate was about to board a flight and he forgot the boarding pass. I took like one of my old boarding passes like off my roommate and showed it to the warden,
security
and
guy.
he was half asleep, like he just had a glance at it, and he said, I don't even know whether he checked the name even, like
Yeah,
he
he
just had
did.
a look.
Yeah, he was like, okay,
Okay.
go.
Yeah, no
So
problem. Just
we
have a
came
just
back
have
6 in the morning, and we had like
yeah,
really nice
yeah.
pictures that night.
Yeah, and it was filthy cold. I remember, like my
Yeah, it
hands were
was pretty good.
freezing,
Yeah,
and for him it was even more difficult because he was driving the scooter.
yeah,
So like I remember like both of our hands, especially his, were like completely frozen. But still we did our job, and like we spent the like almost like most of the time shooting, and we got some really good pictures. Like, some of them are even on our Insta. You can check it out.
yeah, actually pretty good. Initially, when you moved out of Bangalore, how was it like for you? Like, Kolkata was a big city. It wasn't like a big transition. Considering Kolkata's life and Bangalore's life, Kolkata's life was less happening than Bangalore. You have stated it earlier, but what was it like for you personally when you moved out?
The thing was that when first time me moving out of my house, I would still suggest like people who are completing their 12th or something like that. I would still suggest them to move out, because until and unless you're out of your comfort zone, you won't realize like how small your world is and what can happen like when you go out and when you are all on your own. Like you have to make friends, you have to like do all the stuff on your own, and it's a whole new experience. So it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily step out of India. As you said, like you are from Raipur, so which is like a kind of a tier 2 city. But even in Kolkata, like I felt like when in Kolkata, it's only like you are surrounded by people of your culture, people who talk your language, say your language. It's easy to communicate, it's easy to make friends. But when you move outside, like even in a state like Karnataka, it's not like it's a neighboring state or something. It's completely different, a whole new culture, whole new sets of people, and you get to kind of adjust yourself to them. So, and it's a whole like brand new experience, and that was what it was for me.
You get a lot of flexibility when you start, living by yourself. You will eventually come across a lot of problems, and you have to come with your own solutions. You cannot call your
Yes,
you can do
yes,
that.
yes,
You can call your
yeah,
parents, but I
yeah,
would not suggest that, because it's
yeah,
like it's no point living outside if you're still dependent on your parents.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know a few people that still did that, and I have a friendly advice: do not fall into network marketing stuff. It is
Yeah,
like a
I had
big
fallen. I
trap.
had fallen. I was about to fall myself, but then Rishabh said, "Okay, you don't know at all what network marketing is." Then he dragged me out of that. Like, come out of it right now. You get to see all these people like who try to like persuade you into doing stuff. You basically have to manage it on your own. And if you are able to make good friends, they will help you out. Like I'd say the same thing as Rishabh did. That don't call like your parents at every step. Like up and down, you call your parents and kind of drag them into your own problems. Don't do that. Like parents are there for sharing your emotions and sharing your feelings just like friends are. Yeah.
One thing I would like to speak about right now is that what I noticed in Sabyasachi initially when we met, he was a very, like, nice guy. He wouldn't say no to you on face. Where the state I come from, I had no problem saying no to people. That was something that I noticed. Maybe he did as well. Did you?
I kind of noticed, but it like mainly it comes to the like human nature. I felt so like
That's very
it
true.
doesn't
Yeah.
really. But as you mentioned, like yeah, I'm that kind of a guy who can't really be real straightforward and say no on someone's face. I slowly initially started to little bit like develop myself, but yeah, at the beginning I was a little bit that kind of a guy.
But
Yes,
there
yes,
will
yes,
be a certain point in life, like,
yes.
network marketing stuff. You gotta say no to
Yeah,
their
yeah,
face.
yeah. That's why I'm saying that I was stuck in there. No, like you literally you literally saved my day. I should like mention over here that we two really never had a like roommates quarrel. We can say like
We did.
never like we never had a roommates quarrel like even over a like stupid
I
issue or
don't even
anything
think so.
like
We even had a disagreement on anything.
yeah, we never had any disagreement. We never had a kind of a fight, you can say, because we
Yeah,
both like
like a hot
we
talk.
both yeah,
We
never
never
like
did.
we never had like I remember like having almost a like fight, like you can say call it a fight, I don't know, with my previous roommate like
Yeah, I remember
who
that. I
I
was
used to
there,
live in the
physically present there.
yeah, you were physically almost all the times you were physically present there. So
Yeah,
like I remember having almost kind of a fist with him, like
yeah,
literally. And that has happened, I don't know, maybe at least 2 or 3 times, I don't know, I don't exactly remember, but I have had a like a kind of a brawl, you can say, with him. But with Rishabh, we never really even had a disagreement, like he said.
I guess moving out comes with a trade. Like, I have felt this personally. You often get to detach from a lot of people from your hometown,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
my hometown people were not so nice to me. As
Yeah,
like, I found friends from Bangalore were like thousand times better than the friends I had in Raipur. And there was one thing that we both didn't go through. I absolutely do not know anyone else other than you and me that had same emotions. We never felt homesick. This is a
definitely.
very real thing. I know people,
Home,
even
it's
his ex-roommate had
yeah.
around 6 months
Oh
of
man,
time adjusting into the, like acclimatizing to the Bangalore
yeah,
lifestyle. So
yeah.
basically, he
I
was the guy
fe-
who used to sleep at 9:30, 10. And when he got acclimatized to the Bangalore lifestyle, he used to sleep 7 in the morning.
So it's not a very healthy practice
It's
sleeping
not at
late.
all.
But yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone watching this to sleep at like 4 a.m. in the morning or something like that. But the thing is that like you have to be ready for any kind of stuff. Like any random day, if suddenly all of a sudden out of the blue, if someone says like they throw at you a project or throw at you an assignment, so which is literally so very lengthy that you have to do an all-nighter. So at that time you'll be having a lot of issues like doing that. And if you need to pull out an all-nighter, you have not studied that well really, so at that time it helps really. So you have to be ready for every situation or every circumstances that follow. So during that time it kind of helps. So yeah, I felt like me and Rishabh had kind of this tendency to stay late and like even like whenever whatever like according to the situation we could
We used to
adjust
mold
our
ourselves. We were
sleep.
very
yeah
malleable, you
yeah
can say. Yeah.
yeah we used to we could manage our sleep schedule like very well.